Hi, this is Rob Nelson with Tapping the Matrix, and I'd like to talk with you just for a minute about EFT and the Law of Attraction, and especially magnetism. I remember when I was a little kid there was a toy called Monster Magnet. It was this big monster shape with two little magnets embedded on the bottom of both sides. It was in that classic magnet U shape, and I was really little. I loved going around and seeing what was magnetic, what wasn't. So there are substances like lodestone that are just inherently magnetic. I don't really understand the physics anymore. But you've probably seen footage of like these giant arms that come down in like wrecking yards, and they'll come down and they'll pick up an entire car and then swing it over and drop it into their crusher. You know, these are electromagnets, and they're much, much more powerful, like vastly more powerful than the kind of magnet that occurs naturally. So what's interesting about an electromagnet is that there's no magnetic material in it at all. It's just iron surrounded by coils of wire. And in fact, there's nothing magnetic there at all until an electric current is run through those coils of wire. And then the iron becomes hypermagnetized, and you can pick up anything with it. It's just super powerful. So one of the things we talk about with EFT is when we're tapping on a particular issue, a thought, a feeling, whatever it is, a memory, one way we often put this is we're taking the charge off of it. So like we use the SUD level, the 0 to 10 scale, to reduce the charge when we're thinking about a memory, when we're tuned into a feeling. We tap, 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 until the charge goes from like 7 or 8, down, 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 until finally, ideally, it gets to 0. So if you think about what a charge is, it's very much like an electrical charge. And it's the charge in the wires that makes the electromagnet magnetic. So it suddenly occurred to me, when we have a charge on an issue, a thought, a belief, a memory, it's actually making that thought, feeling, memory magnetic for us. What do I mean by that? By magnetic, it's drawing into our life more and more of the same. We keep attracting, the way a magnet attracts, we keep attracting new people to play the same roles, new circumstances, new situations where we can feel the same feeling over and over and over again. And by going through EFT and taking the charge off, those thoughts, feelings, circumstances lose their attractiveness. In Law of Attraction terms, they just aren't pulling anything in anymore. They become neutral. And we're free then to have a different experience. We're no longer repeating the same thing over and over again. So when you're tapping, make sure that you are paying attention to reducing the charge on whatever you're tapping on, and just see how your life changes. It can be really magical. All right, thank you for listening. This is Rob Nelson with Tapping the Matrix.